Welcome back to Talking with Unc podcast. So, what this podcast is going to be about, like I explained before, is relationships and what I think relationships are built on now, or is if you got money, that's what it really boils down to, and I think that's the wrong reason to build a relationship. Now, the thing you should start off with is I think the importance is love. Well, first you got to get to love. So first you got to start with like, do you like this person? And usually it's the male going up to the female. Hey, I find you attractive. I want to get to know you. Blase, blase. Maybe let's go out and see where it goes. So you're going through the motions. Now, what I've come to find out is that a woman will say, okay, well, what kind of job you got? And I think as long as you got a job, some ladies will be fine with that. Some, if you work at McDonald's or some low paying job, some women don't like that. You know, it's whatever. But I went through a time where I was trying to find a job, or either I want to start a company, and I would be upfront with the woman. It's like, hey, I don't have no job right now. I'm trying to start a business. I ran into ladies well saying, okay, well, um, it seems like you're going through something, and I want my man to have a job, which is I can respect that, but that just says to me that when times get hard, you're not going to be there for me. So it's really all about the money and what I can do for you, which should never be the case. Cause I look at it like this: like if God forbid, I get real sick or come down with cancer, or I lose my legs and I can't walk, and we've been in this relationship for a hot minute, and that just tells me that you're not going to be here for me because now you're going to have to take care of me. And it says that you're really in it for the money, getting free stuff. So guys, really look out for that. Ask them that question like, what do you want out of this relationship? And once she scrolls down her thing, she's gonna put it in there like, I want stability, and I want to make sure that you can treat me like I want to be treated. And some of these women don't reciprocate. They reciprocate enough to where you won't think about it, or maybe they might treat you to like a little lunch or something. And sometimes you really got to find out what a woman is about up front. They'll tell you they don't care. Um, I will refer through all my relationship videos about this one this one person I went out with, and which I had to like kind of I had to test her. I'm not even gonna lie. Um, Her birthday was coming up, and I told her, like I'm gonna get some dinner. This was during COVID. I'm gonna get dinner. I'm gonna come over, and this is your birthday present. So of course I get the food, go over there, and I have got her a car with some money. Um, we're watching TV and we eat dinner. Haven't gave her a card yet, and we get done with dinner, and I just happen to look over, and I see her crying. So I'm like, "What are you crying for?" And she was like, "You didn't get me anything." And I had to I had to pause real quick and just think. And I was like, "Well, I got you dinner, and I told you happy birthday." And before it got worse, because she was expecting a whole lot of gifts and a whole lot of extravagant stuff, and um, this was our second time going home, being in a relationship. So I reached in my coat and I got her card. I was like, I got you something. I just wanted to see how grateful you were gonna be. And I was like, why would I forget that? But she was expecting all this extravagant stuff, and sometimes, people can only get you what they have, and that was my point. Like, what if I didn't have anything? As long as I gave you something, a happy birthday, to me that shows you that I care. If you can't be happy with that, then, or if anybody can't be happy with that, then you don't need to be around them. They're seeking more than the love. So, men out there, if you want to test the person you're with, or seeing what they're really about, if they're there for the money or if they're there for you, then that's one way to really find out and see what they're all about. Um, and about this love thing, um, I think men generally come into a relationship wanting to love. They don't care about, oh, you're gonna give me this or you're gonna give me that. All I care about, I think men that are about anything really care about, okay, how you gonna treat me? Are you gonna be there for me if shit hits the fan? Um, are you going to um, what's the word? I can't think of it. I can't think of it. Um, just, are you going to be there for me? Are you going to support me? I'm not saying support as, um, be be my provider. I'm talking about support as, if I want to do something, are you going to back me? Are you going to say, oh, that's a good idea. I believe in you, and I want you to do that. Are you going to be there for me? Because this woman didn't do anything like that. Which brings me to my next case. I think when you're in a relationship and your significant other or the person you're going with wants to do something or venture out, got something going on, you should support them. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I know a person and his significant other is doing all this stuff, and um, I asked him, I was like, do you buy anything, from her, or do you do you support her? And this guy said no, and it's my friend, but um, that kind of made me feel sad, and I consider this person like a little brother. I definitely didn't want to overstep my boundaries, but that just goes into, you should support it because that's what they like to do. That's their passion, and you should really support them. That shows them that you care about them a little bit more. You want to see them succeed. In which case, I was starting a nonprofit, and I asked this woman. I was like, can you donate $1? This woman didn't even want to donate $1. Like, that also drew a flag for me, or something I didn't like. All these things that she was doing drew me further away from her. Um, and that's what this thing was all about. That's what relationships are all about. Just caring and looking past the money, because the money's not always going to be there. Um, Scenario: I live in North Carolina, so somebody, I'm not. It's not funny, but somebody damaged the power grid, and the lights went out for a couple of days. I don't know how many days it went out, but it did go out. So if that was to happen on a larger scale, people can't get their money out. People can't drive nowhere, and a whole lot of other stuff. So this guy that has all the money, he's helpless just like you. Now, what I bring to the table, I was in the military, so I can maneuver a little bit different. I can keep you safe. I can keep you fed, and all those other things. In this case, money is not a freaking plus. So you gotta look past that sometimes. You gotta look past that all the time. I will love you enough to, if you're sick, I'm gonna buy you soup. I'm gonna buy you medicine. I'm gonna be right beside you. I don't care if I get sick. Um, and that's where love comes in. So when people say love don't pay the bills, I think it does. I really do because um, fuck them bills. I'm gonna make sure that you get better because we can't pay bills if you can't get better. So if that's the way you feel, then I don't want to deal with you. Um, I'm with it right now that along with people, it's a big craze going on YouTube, where people talking about on YouTube and TikTok about guys not wanting to date, and I'm with them right now because everything that women are talking about is catered to money. So you really don't want the relationship. You want this stuff. You want the money. You want the gifts and the freebies and eating for free and stuff. And um, I don't want to be in that category with all those other guys that want to do that. I'm fine with buying you dinner, but it also goes into, I don't like women to ask me to do stuff like, oh, take, you know, I like little trinkets and I like little gifts and I like my man to buy me flowers and stuff. And to me, why am I buying you this stuff just because you like it? It comes to a point where I'm trying to buy your happiness. I'm not trying to buy your happiness. If you can't be happy with me, just being me in general, and I can't bring you happiness without all those things, then I really don't want you because you're materialistic and you're not you're not in a relationship for the right reasons. Um, and I will stay single until I find a woman that's not like that. There are going to be a whole lot of other podcasts or topics that I talk about that goes along with relationships. Um, I know there is a video talking about a woman talking about Wonder Bread women and the croissants or whatever is just pretty much men wanting regular women versus the all makeup out and um, high fashion women, and I can really speak on that. But that's another podcast. But I really want to go deeper into that. But I've done enough talking. I gotta go. I'm excited. Subscribe, hit those likes. Any comments that you want to provide, bad or negative, these are just my opinions as well as your comments are going to be opinions. So like I said before, hit that like button, subscribe. It's going to be a whole lot more exciting things. Whatever topics you want to talk about, I'm here for it. We can talk about it. I can talk about it. Any answers, any questions you want, I'm here for it. So, y'all have a good one. Stay tuned. Talking with Unc podcast. I'll see y'all later.